The Premier is under mounting pressure over the handling of water releases from Wivenhoe Dam leading up to last week's catastrophic flooding in the southeast. The dam's management manual has been released, but the opposition says its contents were heavily censored.
The Queensland Premier received an unofficial promotion today from her New South Wales counterpart.
Our Prime Minister Anna Bligh. She's always stood there offering every support.
But the opposition leader isn't impressed, saying the Bligh government is back to its old tricks. John Paul Langbrook says 49 pages in the operation manual for flood mitigation at Wivenhoe and Somerset dams was blacked out.
But it's clear that whilst the clean-up may be starting, the cover-up is clearly starting as well.
The Premier says they're obscured for security reasons. She says the Commission of Inquiry will look at whether Wivenhoe Dam was operated by the book and if the operating manual was appropriate for the circumstances.
These are all matters for the Commission of Inquiry, and I don't intend to speculate.
The Brisbane Lord Mayor has announced a review of his own. The independent investigation into the council's handling of the disaster will be headed by former Queensland Governor Peter Arneson.
Brisbane will have floods in the future. I've been saying that for a long time. That we actually sit down and have a proper, careful review of how this all went and what we could do better in the future.
The review will cost about $500,000 and a final report is expected in May. Businesses want the council to also act on flooding of a different kind. A mid-morning king tide again swamped low-lying areas, and frustrated owners want new drains installed.
Well, I've heard of one-way valves that they can fit to the stormwater drains that will allow the water out but not come back up.
But after the trauma of last week, at least this flooding has an upside. Residents here at Lota on Brisbane's Bayside barely raised an eyebrow during today's king tide. Some locals say they're bemused by the attention it attracts.
I think people are just coming down to have a bit of a look, actually. Bit of a sticky bee.
Happily heading up Lota Creek with a paddle. Tom Forbes, ABC News, Brisbane.